Navi's turn to pick.
Okay, what's the last hero then?
More carry style offlaners, right? So maybe this will fit in his kind of ballpark a little bit better? Not sure.
Nofear actually rolling in and very aggressively here, wanting to kick something off. SoNNeikO chipping away at FNG on the back lines, and they'll crush down. They'll take first blood, Na'Vi, and now they'll look for more. G potentially in trouble as well as they'll chase him up to the high ground. 3 stacks of napalm. General's going to have a crush again, and here we have it, closing the gap. G pops the stick charges. He's going to be enough to keep him alive. Turns towards artstyle, but no, they'll lose a second, and now artstyle taken down by Nofear. But Na'Vi, they're going to find themselves the third here. 3 for 1 to open up the game. Na'Vi literally crushed.
There's multiple avenues you can go. Like if you have a Satyr, you can just use it to handle the Faceless Void. He's out of consumables for regen, so they can just park the Satyr up there, so that's when gets really ahead in the lane. You can also do the same thing in the mid lane, so that Batrider can do his thing. You can also just use your creeps to stack.
Bottom lane, as we see General getting caught out by Alohadance and Nofear. I mean, you guys said at the start it's going to be the trickier offlane, but at the same time, VP's offlane. Yoky could be in trouble. Artstyle coming with the wraparound. Have they got the chains tonight? I guess more importantly, have they got the damage with the Shadow Blast? They do. Artstyle test the faith of Yoky, and it comes back negative. The burst is there. 4 for 2.
That chain stun was like near perfect. ditya-ra, I wasn't sure the Stormhammer. I thought maybe he threw it just a little bit too early, but they managed to get the Centaur there in time to combo that stun, and no time walk for the Void to be able to get out. Get another kill. Jesus, Slordar is just getting eaten.
Will get himself out again. This man, he just won't die, Ben.
He really won't. And artstyle was very patiently waiting up there, trying to set up some sort of gank.
Oh, never mind. He was
Right. I mean, the chrono, it didn't miss the cap.
This has significantly slowed down his farm.
And it certainly has the mech. It's pretty important for this team, and General is probably going to end up going down again. He's managed to dodge the stun, but it's not enough.
Yeah, 3 heroes present. It's another bit of action here for
level 6, so you can start getting track kills. The weird part is, like, they don't have a greedy forward position to take over the mid when Dendi's gone.
Nice move from Nofear coming in with a kick. Have they got the damage to bring down SoNNeikO? They've dropped Mangotage. This one they'll find it. Nofear could be in trouble. The last tower hit not going to do it. G.
For pressure some other points around the map.
All right, well, here comes that Blink Dagger rotation. Yoky, I think, is a pretty good target. And this is a very easy kill, obviously, with ditya-ra. The big upside is they could have gone for the tier 1, but looks like VP have already made the counter rotation.
I want to try and go back in the pot the ghost for this, but Na'Vi keep their distance.
But you're like, I can get a little bit of damage, but you know, clearly that's not what you want out of
artstyle. He's in trouble. Alohadance coming in, jumping straight onto the chain. The shadow play reveal. It'll secure another kill for Alohadance. Looking to catch out Yoky. Time to head off to the side, see if Dendy can get the jump on. Courier is there, and ditya-ra maybe thinking about going for this one. Yoky has got a Chronosphere, but he's actually going to get stunned up. Dendi's there with a follow control with a lasso, and not a chance for Yoky to get the Chrono out. FNG walks into this one, does have back.
Here, though, Na'Vi, they're getting some of the pickoffs that they need to keep Virtus.pro off kilter, but...
And look for SoNNeikO, 4 move in, and Alohadance jumping in. Another kill for Slark, 4-0-2.
Despite the early deaths, and this may catch VP by surprise.
ditya-ra looks to be the one that might get surprised, but Alohadance now, he's not going to go for that one. But FNG's found the easier kill on the back lines, and immediately presence of the slugs finish up artstyle. Popping the freezing field here, FNG. Maybe a little bit unnecessary.
And rotating around constantly.
They need the Chen to be doing this.
Yeah.
They need the Chen to be sitting and soaking mid, and then apply pressure with his creeps.
Oh, General. A little bit of a misplay there with the early Yules, missing the stun, but it might not matter. It doesn't look like it will. Then move in, Siphon. Actually, General getting himself away for the meantime with the sprint. It's going to force VP to dive incredibly deep for this kill. Yoky drops the Chrono, catches out General and Dendi, coming in with the reaction. The question is, could Na'Vi punish this? The track's starting to come out. VP on the retreat. Dendi jumps forward, unable to find anything, but now the ghosts come out. VP, they're in to still fight. FNG will get picked off on the sidelines by SoNNeikO. That's one track kill going the way of Na'Vi. G trying to move
5 minutes because of an extra life.
Nice patience here, artstyle too. I think if he had used the...
Oh, General jumps out, catches out Nofear. The follow-through damage is there for ditya-ra, but the freezing field is going to be cancelled. Artstyle being focused by Alohadance. That with the first one. If they can find anything more, but ditya-ra working through G. Second one, a third one, as SoNNeikO picks them off on the sidelines, and they're chasing down Alohadance. Alohadance still eyes onto General. He's got to be careful though. Na'Vi still with a 4-man alive. Lasso's available from Dendi, trying to close the gap onto Yoky. Flame breaks him back. ditya-ra's there. General with the crush, and Na'Vi finds find themselves a very convincing fight around the road.
With the amplified damage, and then they're forced into a position that they didn't want to be in the first place and shouldn't have been in.
Yeah, these are the kind of mistakes that Virtus.pro, like the lineup looks fine, but it falls up. Now what do you do as the Chen? Because you can't push forward enough to threaten a tier 2, most likely.
Needs to be careful. I don't think he's going to be careful enough. Indeed, Alohadance finds the bounce connect. Master pops the Meg. The Crystal Burst, they'll take him down. They do anything in return. Immediately, ditya-ra jumping onto Nofear. The trap is there as well from artstyle, helping out from the grave. And Na'Vi will find a kill in return.
Coming up the dire jungle. This team doesn't like scale as poorly as the last.
ditya-ra, this would be a great kill to start the fight off with. The VP can get away with it, but ditya-ra pops the wall crack before the silence comes out. General with the crush, holding Alohadance in place, but the siphon's out. ditya-ra with a 3-man stun, he can't get himself away. Yoky with the first hit bash. That's the Aegis hitting the decks. CM keeping control of Dendi on the sidelines with a freezing field as well. They've got more than enough damage here by the looks of it to bring down ditya-ra. They'll get the kill that they were after. Now with the ghost up, they'll take the tier.
He tried to like time walk off the track, so I'm I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, looks like they've got an additional pickoff on artstyle.
I mean,
so
Aloha, 7-0-5 on this slot. It's.
you think they should fight this? No exorcism, no chronosphere?
Yeah.
They got chrono.
They have a little bit of time.
Alohadance is looking to make a beeline straight for Dendi, but Dendi already jumps in, grabs out G, moves to the side, the freezing field from FNG, that's pretty huge. SoNNeikO will catch him with a SoNNeikO Shuriken, but the Chronosphere coming in, catching 3, ditya-ra taken down on the sidelines. Now VP looking to clean up more. They've lost G, they will actually end up losing Nofear as well. artstyle trying to get himself out of this. FNG with the right clicks, Yoky jumps forward, he'll find artstyle. So a 2-for-2 trade. Alohadance see if he can catch out General as well, but the blink out's there.
Or not. So if they can have them like super nice and tanky in the front line, maybe send back to counteract the Chronosphere, I think they can outlast VP.
I've seen a few fights start like this. Alohadance finding a quick pick. artstyle just a little bit too far outside of the base. Alohadance continuing his streak now, and off the back of that, VP, they'll be prepared to move up. With the Ghost, General starts to lay down the Amplifier. Actually caught up by the Yours. Alohadance jumping in, and General, he's going to get taken down as well. Na'Vi going to have to hold the fort with 2 down. There's a buyback available on Slardar. But still, freezing field and Chrono Guard. Alohadance already with the D1 and VP. Wrapping around, but at the same time, Na'Vi there smoked up. They could catch VP off guard and jump in. General catches 2 with a crush. ditya-ra immediately looking to focus onto G, but G uses himself up. FNG with a freezing field is doing huge amounts of damage. The Chrono will come out, actually cancelling FNG's freezing field. He ends up going down, but VP, they've already found SoNNeikO. Look towards artstyle, double kill for Alohadance. Now ditya-ra, he could be in trouble as well. Indeed, Alohadance still has the Shadow Dance available. He's stealing a lot of Essence Shift stacks. They're going to be able to find the Sven kill. Another one for VP. 4 down on Na'Vi, and again,
because they needed that additional disable from Dendi. And it's also the fact that if we only talk of Dendi because they've got a 4 and 5 position that don't output disables, right? You've got a Chen and a Bounty Hunter. It's not like they're going to follow that initiation up.
SoNNeikO just moving in to force them back. Na'Vi now getting heroes back on the map. Eyes on to Yoky. I'll see if they can chase this one down. General can look for a potential jump at the same time.
Like they happened last time, like 3-man stun into another 3-man stun into killing the Death Prophet. The only problem is Death Prophet didn't die last fight. They just need to execute slightly better, continue the chain stun with
Star being forced back, and Alohadance jumps in. The crush will hold him. ditya-ra looking for the wrap round. The damage here, huge amounts, but not quite enough to get the kill. Yours up on G. ditya-ra trying to chase, will take down the Death Prophet. They'll lose Nofear on the Earth Spitter as well. Na'Vi this time, they've found 2. Can they get themselves anything more? Alohadance, Yoky heading off to the west. Na'Vi on hot pursuit.
Like VP are going to try and contest though.
And they do this though. They're heading straight up to the pit. Alohadance always got a double damage from this Slark. He's incredibly dangerous, jumping immediately in. He's going to try and steal the Roshan, but he's killed by the Dire. Who's going to pick up the Aegis? Dendi will still grab it. Na'Vi looking to get themselves out though. VP, they've got the superior punching power. Yoky's taken down 1. ditya-ra the God Strike, jumping in onto Nofear. The Earthbreaker going to get taken down by the Sven. Eyes towards the Alohadance. He's actually had to disengage on the Slark. Towards the north, Yoky playing around with Na'Vi. The BKB's now worn off for ditya-ra. Siphon chasing him. Yoky jumping in with the time dilation. Slow the bash as well. ditya-ra in a lot of trouble, and they'll lose the Sven. Dendi on the retreat. Has got that Aegis, but VP may be able to kill him twice. There'll be a buyback from SoNNeikO. And killed him once. Buyback as well from ditya-ra. SoNNeikO, oh, it's a dieback immediately. They've lost the Bounty Hunter. And VP, they're not done. Jumping in with a diffuser blade slow onto Dendi. Silence onto 2. Alohadance out of mana though, has to be careful. But Yoky, he's ready to jump with the Crip Swarm from G. They'll get themselves another Yoky. He's not done. Yes, he is. Na'Vi will finally shut it down with a freezing field from FNG, forcing Na'Vi back. Crip Swarm, they'll take another. VP just running into Na'Vi's base. They'll try and punish this now. ditya-ra jumping in, looking for FNG, but FNG holds him back. Goes for the team of the creeps. They kill FNG. VP needs to get themselves out of here. General continuing to chase them outside of the base. Can he get the vision onto G? G turns around with the silence to Alohadance, turns straight back into General. Will get the kill onto the Slardar. Dendi and ditya-ra left alive, but Nofear. The border smash onto 2. Alohadance fights Dendi. Just spawned. The Yule setup's gonna be there. Is there any escape for this phone? We'll get the blink out. Nofear moving forward. Gets the magnetize onto artstyle. ditya-ra's moved on to level the BKB. He's gonna survive, but artstyle doesn't look to be as lucky as VP. They're just going full YOLO here, and it's working an absolute treat. Beyond godlike now on the Slark. And VP now in a position with Na'Vi 3 men down. What a fight for them there, Kat.
That fight went on so long that Alohadance ran out of mana. He's got 1,500 mana, and he threw enough pounces and shadow blades and ultimates that he actually ran out of mana. He couldn't keep killing people because he was running low on resources. Honestly, you're seeing the like, we very clearly, like, VP had the better draft, and many of the reasons why is you look at Navi's team fight, and it's just like, if you don't win the fight in the first 5 seconds, that's what it is. First 5 seconds, initiation and spend, hitting people during the stun time. If he doesn't manage to kill or at least threaten a bunch of people, the fight's over. Like, it's just going to draw out, they're going to kite the spend, and Slark's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger off of these SM shifts.
They've possibly got one more fight, Na'Vi. They're going to have the full 5-man backup. Yeah, VP, they'll take the Salt Racks, 1 tier 4.
Follow up, like, ditya-ra is doing everything that he can. He's almost killing the Death Prophet at the start of each and every one of these fights, but no follow up.
He's found a Crystal Maiden. And she won't be a Maiden for much longer as Na'Vi rip her to pieces. We'll take down 1.
And now only a 6 loss in the team fights.
It comes down to the issue of, like, the big problems of single core spend once you push past 30 minutes.
Around ditya-ra jumping onto G, looking to take the Death Prophet out of the fight, but again, the timing for the Yules is there. G giving himself alive and getting himself away. The Chrono coming in, catches ditya-ra. SoNNeikO Dendi tries to jump in with the lasso, with a freezing field from FNG again, doing so much in these fights. They've lost ditya-ra, they've lost Dendi, and again, Na'Vi in a position with 2 permanently dead. GG is called. And VP, boys, after a disappointing performance in Game 1, came back with an absolute spectacle here in Game 2.
They finally incorporated Alohadance into the lineup, and I think once I saw that smoke from them coming out around 18 minutes, I was like, okay, VP actually know how to use their lineup this time.
Yeah, they really did. It seemed like they were much more willing to group up earlier. They actually played around with Yoky as well. Like, that was another one that was missing in Game 1, and he got some, like, he got one at least really good Chronosphere that won them the fight. I think Virtus.pro actually looked kind of decent, but again, it was, I feel like a heavy outdraft. I would like